Welcome to the Gene Key 15 Contemplation from Bari, Italy. The shadow is dullness, the gift is magnetism, and the city is fluorescence. Great question to ask yourself within this Gene Key is, am I being opened to life's greatest flowering? Or am I stuck in the mind with the should have, coulda, woulda? With the dullness, Richard Rudd speaks about dullness being equal to death and just living the mundane life, being bored with life. He actually talks about it being worse than depression, because at least in depression, there's a polarity. In dullness, there's no polarity. It's just dull, the lack of meaning of life, the lack of purpose, of passion. And when we get stuck in our mind loops, this can tend to happen. We can overthink things and we can hold ourselves back from just letting our light shine, letting ourselves flower into our fullest potential, which is ultimately what fluorescence is all about. And this is the human journey. The Gene Keys, just to take a step back again for anybody who might be new to the Gene Keys, it basically takes us on the journey of the cosmos, the journey of being human, the journey through the year and through the themes of the year. We're in the summer solstice right now, so this Gene Key is within this summer solstice where we're at the peak of the longest days, the hottest sun if you're in the northern hemisphere, and the flowering that happens in nature. And this can be a wonderful time to express and flower ourselves in many different ways when we allow ourselves to truly be open and surrender to where we're being pulled, basically where our soul is pulling us to be. And this can go beyond logic. And sometimes we can get caught up in our head and try to analyze or talk our way out of why we might be worthy or not to do the things that we feel our soul is nudging us to do. And to speak again back, give a greater context for the Gene Keys, the journey through the Gene Keys is that we go through a shadow. This is the lowest expression, the lowest vibration of the energy. Then we move through to the gift and then the city, the highest expression. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm on a very busy street. It's Sunday. The fishermen are out selling their fish in the market. The coffee shops are right below me. The beach is right behind me. This town is flowering right now. So it's just a beautiful energy. It's just a beautiful scenic surrounding that I'm just allowing myself to take in and express through the energy of this Gene Key. And the Gene Keys remind us that everything is energy, everything is energetic, and that we are evolving away from being very mind-centered beings, and we are evolving into this understanding that we are energy, vibration, frequency, and it's actually our frequency that creates our reality. And if we're creating our reality based off of our mind, that's from the past. It's from old conditionings. And we are like on a hamster wheel, continually creating the same thing over and over again. And this time, this era that we are in right now is really calling us to evolve and leap and jump in evolution paradigms, jump in paradigms, jump in timelines. There's all sorts of words that you may hear people using, because we have this opportunity to really understand who we are and remember who we are, truly magnetic beings, that when we are broadcasting, emanating our frequency and our vibration at a higher level, we literally create higher living experiences for ourselves. And magnetism is really about being in sync with the earth And Richard Rudd speaks of the Schumann resonance, the 7.83 hertz, the pulse and the broadcast of the earth. And we are not separate from the earth. And when we surrender to that pulse of earth, the beat of Mama Gaia that is a part of us, we move, we become conduits for the earth to upcycle consciousness, to upgrade consciousness, to upgrade our experience of being human. And as magnetic beings, surrendered in this way, we attract to us everything that we need. In the dullness, we can get caught up in the illusion of lack and limitations and not feeling worthy of what our soul is really asking of us. And we can miss all of it. So as we allow ourselves to marinate in the energy of the gift, of this magnetism, we have the potential to truly flower as a human species in all types of ways. Richard Rudd speaks to, the flowering of a tree. There's not just one flower on the tree, there's an abundance of flowers. And as humans, we can flower in so many different ways. If we allow ourselves to transform, and if we allow ourselves to shed the identity and the roles that we might have been trapped by, the stories that we may have been conditioned to believe we need to be. So this is about allowing ourselves to become completely new, whatever that means to you. This human journey that we are all on, I love that he brings in the Divine Comedy, Dante's Divine Comedy, as an amazing blueprint that was created so many years ago for this human journey. And the evolution, similar to the Gene Key, speaks of the shadow, the gift, and the city. In the Divine Comedy, there's purgatory, hell, and heaven, and all of those can be experienced in this lifetime here on earth. Heaven isn't somewhere out there. It's something we can embody and bring into our co-created reality. So how deeply are we able to stay open? And we just came from Gene Key 12. If you've missed that video, I definitely recommend to check it out. The highest level of expression is purity, purity of heart. And depending on what our level of frequency was in that gene key will determine the level, the degree of magnetism we can experience now and moving forward through the summer season, and the degree to which we can flower through our expression or through our manifestation and what we want to create. I think that the summer can be a time where we can either get caught up in being really busy and trying to do all the things. I'm here on a workation, and I'm constantly reminding myself that, I'm not here to do the typical tourist thing. I'm balancing a lot of rest with wanting to see all the sights, but also wanting to stay focused on my work. And I think the summer can call us to rest more. It can also call us to be busier. And the things to keep in mind is the importance with rest is how it allows us to stay open, to listen, to let go of maybe old stories or the busyness of our mind and drop into our hearts and really allow ourselves to celebrate our magnetism and the potential to flower. I'll see you in the next video.